getting a little hot up here. Hello to my girlies and my boyos. My name is Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to have a little chit chat about something personal about myself that I really hope you take into consideration for your own self-growth and personal development. The topic today is I am too nice. So there's something that has really been pressing on my mind, and I thought I would share because I'm sure that a lot of young girls and boys can relate to, especially those who are in high school and those who are in college right now. I know those times are tough in general, and I would just love to explain why I think it is really important to consider this topic. So I struggle with being too nice. I have always been this way ever since I can remember, ever since elementary school, middle school, high school, college. To this day, I've always been too nice. God, it is so hot. I hate Cali. And I'm not wearing makeup because I wanted to be fully transparent. Just kidding. I'm not wearing makeup because I'm gonna go to sleep after this, so. But yeah, I just wanted to do like a nighttime chat. I never thought of my niceness as being an issue until, I'd say the past year. I never saw myself as being nice. I just thought that it was normal to be so agreeable and kind to others. And then I thought that people who weren't like me are just rude and stubborn. But with my age and meeting new people that are outside of my personal bubble that I've had forever, I have come to realize that people who are not the nice girls or the nice boys are not mean or stubborn. They just have different opinions and they're not afraid to say it. For me, I have always thought that if I disagree, then it's rude to disagree, but that is not the case. And I really hope that if you struggle with this, then you find the strength to speak up for yourself and realize that disagreeing does not mean that you are being rude. Disagreeing just means that you have a different opinion and you are totally valid to share that different opinion, as opposed to feeling like you should agree to be nice. I never agreed with the intention of agreeing to be kind. I just did it out of habit, and it was completely normal for me to agree to a topic or to agree with what someone is saying out of habit. And it wasn't until now that I'm practicing disagreeing more, practicing having a different opinion than someone else, having an opposing view. I feel like I have grown so much as a person, and this isn't just important in conversations with friends, but this is also going to be really important for you when you are a grown-up in the adult world working your 9-to-5 in your professional career. For example, if there's the scenario where you have a boss who demands a lot out of you to the point where they're demanding things from you that aren't even on your job requirement or your job duties, and now you're doing way too much and you're being asked to do too much because you can't say no, or because you don't even think about the fact that you could say no. So it's really important to stand your ground and be aware that it's okay to say no to things, and it's okay to have a counter opinion to other people. So now I'm gonna go through stages like elementary issues, struggles of being too nice, through middle school, high school, and then college to professional development. So in elementary school, we are nice people to make friends. And that is where the habit started for me. I had bullies. I had people who were so mean to me. There was this girl, and she would literally call me Harry. She would say that I smelled like pee and all these things just because she was so jealous of my best friend and she wanted to claim her as her best friend. I never thought of calling this girl out. I never saw her as mean, and I never realized that I was being bullied until later when I wasn't friends with any of those people anymore. I was like, wow, now I have a new group of friends and they are the kindest people ever. And I realized that, I should have said something. I didn't know. I was just a kid, and that's just where it started. Now moving on into middle school, I was never bullied in middle school, but I did see others get bullied in middle school, and I'd say that my mindset was so different. I was just thinking about being a friend to the person who was bullied, rather than considering the fact that I could have stood up to the bully or reported the bullying situation. So there's this mindset where you get really comfortable in staying in your little bubble and then being nice to people. But I promise you, if you practice speaking up or doing that challenging step of just coming out of your comfort zone and approaching situations differently, makes a really big difference. As far as high school, I had this girl who was really rude to me. At the time, I was her friend. I considered her as my friend. And I didn't know she was being mean. I thought she was just like that. She just never had something nice to say. And as a friend, you know, that's really odd. Like, I realized that this girl was envious. That's why she's not giving me these compliments. Instead of giving me compliments on the days that I looked good, she would just point out the one thing that looked bad about me that day. So she was really bitter. I'm still friends with her to this day, and now that she's a great person, and I believe 100% in forgiveness and that people change, or that people change for the better, not completely, but for the better. So yes, we are friends, and little moisturizer moment. In that situation, I could have called her out. I could have snitched. Who cares if you're a snitch? Could have snitched with my other friends instead of keeping these interactions as a secret, so that she would get the comments that she deserves. Because who knows, if she would have been called out from early on, then maybe she would have changed as a person in the beginning rather than later on in life. As far as friendships go, it's really easy to get taken advantage of when you're too nice. And by that I mean like giving your friends rides, paying for your friends and them not paying you back, you not asking them to pay you back out of kindness and expecting them to just know to pay you back. That's not always going to be the case. So you really have to speak up for yourself. Know your boundaries. Know when to leave your friend's house, because I know there's a point where you feel like it's rude to leave. Like, oh, maybe it's too soon. I don't want them to feel like I got bored of them. No. If you're bored, just tell them, yeah, I'm bored. I can't do this anymore. It's totally fine. You can say things like that. You can be as blunt as you want. And if those people still respect you and they give you that same energy and you're okay with that, then I think in my eyes now that is totally healthy. Back then I would have thought that it'd be too rude to say, I'm bored, I gotta leave. Of course, there's nice ways to say it, but the fact that you're sharing your opinions and you're making the decision on your own instead of just sucking it up and sitting there out of kindness, those are the little things and little habits that will get you into not being the nice girl that's always in her comfort zone and jumping out of that and being the person that lives more freely and puts themselves first instead of putting others first. So studying psychology, I learned about the different personality traits. I truly believe that if you're an introvert, then you're probably the nice girl. I'm an introvert, total introvert, and according to the big 5 personality traits in psychology, I would rate really high in agreeableness. And I think that people associate agreeableness with kindness, and I can totally see that. You can disagree and still be respected by others. For example, if your friend is taking advantage of you, you feel like you're giving this girl way too many rides and they never do anything back for you, you could say, hey, I honestly feel like I'm doing way too much for you and you don't really give me the same thing back, so I would really appreciate if you gave me the same energy, because I think it's totally unfair that I'm doing the most for you and you're not reciprocating the same. They needed to hear that. As much as you think that they might feel attacked by this comment, they needed to hear that, because how else would they change if they didn't know that you were thinking this or that this was going on? You can still receive respect. They will see you in a totally different way and be like, oh wow, maybe their intention wasn't even to take advantage of you, but this helped them realize that, oh shoot, maybe I wasn't being a good friend and I really care about you and I don't want to lose you as a friend. So then that will change them, and they needed to hear that. So you never know. At the end of the day, just say what you feel. I know it can be really hard to get used to speaking up. I didn't even know that I had opinions that were different from my friends until I started being vocal about it, and it started getting easier. So I would say practice first with just conversations with friends, and then from there, speak up to your parents. That's a big one. In a professional setting, I'd say that is the hardest for me. So as far as professional development, it can be really beneficial for you to go against the grain. And by that I mean, when you're at a conference, they do ask people for does anyone have any comments or ideas, additional ideas? And if you raise your hand and you say, I don't like how the framework of this establishment is going, I think that we could be more efficient in the way that we do this process by doing this, because I don't like how this is working, we should consider this. And honestly, people who oppose to ideas at work, they're the ones that get promoted, because they will remember you and remember that you think outside the box. So whatever age you're at right now, if you're in middle school, high school, college, get in the habit thinking outside the box. Don't stay in your comfort zone and just agree, nod your head. No, we're not doing that anymore. And this is for the sake of your future. This is for your own personal and professional development. This is for your self-growth. So with all that said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you really take my words into consideration coming from me. It took me a really long time. Oh shoot. Girl, my lips were chapped this whole time. You didn't even tell me. So with all that said, I really hope that you take everything I said into consideration for the benefit of your future, for you in school, making friends, for when you work. I promise you that you will feel so much better about yourself. It's going to be really challenging at first, but don't give up. Just do it little by little. Speak up for yourself, give opposing ideas, and you'll grow as a person and you'll feel so much better over time. And if you lose friends here or there, that just means that these people didn't truly care about you. And they didn't truly care about your opinion. It's not fair that they get to tell you what you want, but when you respond, they step out. I also wanted to share some books for self-growth that I've been reading recently. So I'm going to pop them right here, and I'll link them below for Amazon links. But yeah, with that said, like this video for more videos like this, or comment and let me know. This is my first chat video. So let me know if you like this, and subscribe for more videos of my face. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!